What's going on, guys? Welcome to another gameplay video. Today we are testing out the notorious Orzhov lifegain deck that's going around standard right now. A lot of different versions of this deck. In fact, It's Just Wild sent his own version of this list not too long ago in our Discord. Really do appreciate the suggestion, by the way, but I'm going with a bit more of a standard stock list. That way, you know, anybody watching can kind of take this and take it any direction they want. So I do appreciate the suggestion. I want to mention that he did that because obviously it's kind of in the same vein as this deck. And so just wanted to give him credit for sharing that with us. But we are going to go with this list, which is a little bit more stock and has a lot more little kind of synergies built in. So the idea here is Vito, Thorn of the Dusk, new card from M21. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life, and then you can pay 5 and give every creature you control lifelink, which is very, very good. So the idea here is that you gain life with things like Revitalize, with the lifelinker on the Speaker of the Heavens, with Oath of Kaya, with Sorin outs, things like that, and then you get tons and tons of value off of it. So Indulging Patrician, or Patriot, I don't know how to say this. This card, essentially, if you've gained life this turn, your opponent loses 3 life. If you've gained more than 3 life this turn, you get to bring the ghoul back. If you've got Griffin Aerie out, or Aerie, then you get a 2/2 flying Griffin creature for free. Lots of really, really nice stuff. And then, of course, if you've got 7 more life than your starting life total, you can actually just tap the Speaker of the Heavens down to gain a 4/4 white angel token with flying. So lots of really, really neat synergies in this one. The big card here, though, is Revenge. So Revival's nice as well. It does allow you to bring back a few cards, but Revenge is really the side of this card that we're going to be playing most often. Double your life total, and then target opponent loses half of their life rounded up. What's nice about that is if you've got Vito out and then play Revenge, you can pretty much just one-shot your opponent, which is kind of ridiculous. So very, very good. Like I said, Sorin is going to give not only himself lifelink, but all of our creatures. But you can also use them to bring back some of your things. So we've got fairly cheap creatures all along the way here, mostly 1, 2s, and 3s. So it's really, really easy with Sorin to be able to bring those back if you lose like a Vito or something along those lines. It's great to be able to just pull that back without much of an issue. And again, Revival does the same. So very helpful there. We are running 24 lands, 8 plains, 5 swamps, 3 Castle Locthwain for a little bit of extra card draw, along with the Revitalize is going to help us kind of churn through our deck. 4 Godless Shrine, and then 4 Temple of Silence. So that's pretty much the deck. For interaction, we do have Murderous Rider as well as that Oath of Kaya just to be able to deal with some of the stuff on the board, but that's pretty much it. The Ghoul also does help us draw some cards as well. So pretty straightforward deck, but like I said, a lot of really, really cool synergies that I'm excited to show you guys. Hopefully, we can get some wins and maybe even rank up in this video. I'd like to get back up to, man, we were at Platinum not too long ago, and then obviously the ladder reset, but hopefully we can get back there. So let's try this out. Looks like we're against a Luris deck. Haven't seen many of those lately. They tend to fall by the wayside, we'll say, but it's probably kind of in the same vein as the deck that we're playing, to be honest. So hopefully we'll be okay there. There we go. All right. Also want to mention to you guys, I was talking with Will earlier today, and I just kind of want to get your thoughts on this. Oh, interesting. Okay, I know this is a white heavy hand and we don't have any black mana, but this kind of works. I'm going to try this. This is kind of a weird hand, but we're going to try it. I want to get your opinion, though. We've kind of been talking about doing, like, you know, other gameplay other than Magic-related things, just to see if it's fun for you guys to watch, but also fun for us to record and play. And so we were kind of talking about what games and what things we wanted to do. If that's something you guys are interested in, let us know, and maybe even let us know what kind of games you'd like to see. That way, we've kind of got a decent starting point. Just for the fun of it. I think we won't dedicate all of our time to it by any means, but it's something that we could do maybe one day a week or something along those lines, just to you know, test out the waters for some different things. I think it's worth it to do this here, by the way. We do have, you know, a need for double black, so I'm hoping that we can get there next turn, just so if we need to, we've got the Murderous Rider available to us. Excuse me. Healer's Hawk. Sure. Makes sense. Dusk Rose. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, let's play this. And I'm gonna attack. We've got backup speakers, so I'm not super worried about that. Let's see if... Yeah, I didn't think they would really block, but these are really nice little card combos and nice little synergies here. Next turn, if we need to revitalize, we can. We can do that plus play a speaker impacts, which is great. Ooh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Still only one piece of the puzzle though, so thankfully we've got other things we can do, but definitely frustrating. A frustrating card for no. Let's do this. Let's cast Revitalize. That's a good one. Let's play this. We're just gonna start playing all these guys out, and we're gonna attack. Gets us a 2/2 that can block this, and now we've got obviously a fairly diverse board, which is good. And whatever they play now, we can Murderous Rider or Oath of Kaya, so we've got a lot of interaction in hand, which is great. And they're committing to the Healer's Hawk. That's fantastic. Do I care about taking this damage? A little bit, because we kind of want to go off with the Speaker of the Heavens here, so I'm gonna do that. Let's do this. Sure, we'll keep that. Let's Oath of Kaya here. We get to kill this Healer's Hawk, gain 3 life, go up to quite a lot of, yeah, there we go. We were about to spit out 3 4/4s on, like, I don't know what turn that was, but they only had 2 lands out, so unfortunately they kind of got stuck on lands, but that's fine. Game 1 goes to us. Let's see if we can get games 2 and 3 as well. I really like the synergies of this deck. I think it works pretty well. I did playtest this one a little bit before actually committing to the video because, you know, there are different configurations. I wanted to make sure that this one was good, but I really, really like it. It's fun. All right, what do we have here? This is a very interactive hand with the Oath of Kaya, but we don't really have any payoffs. Do we go for it? Let's try. This may be incorrect, but we're going to try it. We may actually go ahead and lead off with the Castle Locthwain, depending on what our first draw is. We do kind of... Ooh, they're mulliganing down pretty heavily, though. That's not good for them, obviously. Hopefully, we can just... essentially just take all the value out of their hand. If they've got a creature-heavy hand, whatever their deck is, then we might actually be in great shape here, but we'll see. We do need to get double black here, and really more ideally we need to just get some good creatures out as quickly as we can. So it looks like Gruul aggro. That's very helpful. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, we'll keep another Oath of Kaya. We're kind of keeping any interaction against a deck like this. If we can essentially just kill all their stuff, then we don't really have a whole lot to worry about, which is good. So we'll certainly try and do that. Both of these cards are fairly annoying, to be honest. But I'm gonna kill the Ooze first. And then we'll deal with the Pelt Collector. I understand that that's the one that could potentially, like, you know, go ham pretty soon, but both of those cards are going to be problem cards, so let's get rid of the one that eats stuff out of the graveyard first. And then we could just Oath of Kaya again to kill the Pelt Collector if need be. They do not have a follow-up play. Good. That's helpful. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just play this other one. Doesn't really matter which one we keep. Get rid of the Pelt Collector here. And now they've got no threats, and we're at 22 life. I assume if they had had another threat, they would have played it last turn, or they just needed more lands. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We can thankfully kill that with the Murderous Rider, which is, again, exactly what we were hoping we could do. Let's do this. Get rid of that. So we kind of accidentally kept a very good hand versus what the opponent was trying to do, which is, you know, happy. Happy, happy. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. What are we going to try and keep here? So we can do this, or we can do this. I mean, we can Murderous Rider. I don't really think we have to. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see if they want to commit to it a little bit more. Do we go ahead and hit Revitalize? I don't think so. We can always do this on their turn. It is instant speed, so if we feel the need to, we certainly can. But I kind of want to see if they've got a burn spell or Domery's Ambush or anything like that that they can commit to the robber before we kill it. Considering they didn't play anything on turn 2, it's very likely they've got something. But that's interesting. Okay, so they're not going to attack. Let's go ahead and do this then. Draw our card. Ooh, yes, please. Let's do this. We're going to go ahead and kill the Serpent here. That's a problem card for us because, like, we can't really block it too efficiently. I'm going to say no attacks, though. We do have to keep the robber back. Or make them use a spell on it. A removal spell. Or they just give up. That works too. All right, cool. Game 2, we got. And we ranked up. Woo! Platinum, tier 4. Look at us go. Kicking butt. All right, last game for this video. Of course, we'll jump into a second one, but so far so good with this deck. I'm loving it. It's very efficient. And it stays alive really, really well against a lot of the aggro stuff. I mean, you could see there we didn't actually lose a terrible amount of life despite using 2 Murderous Riders and getting attacked a couple times. Like, we're doing okay. All right, let's see what we've got. This is a okay hand, but not very great. So these two are fairly dead cards for the start of the game. We've got a nice 1-drop, and we've got a 3-drop. Let's try. Let's try. I don't want to go down in mulligan if you don't have to. Generally, that's just obviously a good rule of thumb, but certainly want to have reasonable plays in the beginning. That's nice, though. And we did draw a second one, so we can get that down. Wow, okay. Well, that kind of puts a halt on that play. Let's go ahead and do this. Get a second one out. The good news is if they attack, which I doubt they will, but if they tap this, we can just attack in for things. Ooh, okay, that's annoying. We need a removal spell now. Pretty badly. These literally cannot block that, so that's frustrating. Gonna play this, because that's about all we can do. Not looking good. Not looking good. Questing Beast, really, really strong against what we're doing. Just because it's so aggressive. I mean, that's a fairly hyper-aggressive card versus what we're doing. More Pixies. Interesting. This is not a card that you see in Constructed very often, I will say that. Not good. Not good, not good. Let's Temple. Nope. We seem to draw so many of those, it's a little ridiculous. So we can do that. They can just kill all of them. Not this, but we're not going to attack, I don't think. Not good. Ooh, really not good. Yeah. 5, 6, 7 they can get through. Sure. Ah, no, just attacking with that. Do they have a follow-up play? That's very, very good. Murderous Rider. It's helpful, but the reality is we also do kind of hurt ourselves with this a bit, so it's not amazing, but it is something, so we'll do that. Let's do this. All right, well, I would say we can attack and then create angels, but that doesn't work because they just block these two and they die. So, unfortunately, we're not on that plan. If they have another questing beast, that's gonna really suck. But I think we just kind of lose no matter what here. They could just equip... I'm surprised they didn't just equip that up. Sure. No attacks, though. Okay. Let's play a land. So we can Revenge. which I think is good. Can we do this? That's sorcery speed. Okay. So let's revenge. Double our life total. Then we get to spit out. No, we don't get to spit out. I'm sorry. I'm literally thinking that we can do that just because we gain 3 life. But this is the one synergy that's not based on the like 3 life thing. That's fine though. That does, you know, give us a turn here, which is good. Ooh, that's a problem. Yeah. In that case, these are not super relevant anymore. That doesn't really help us though either, does it? We'll say no blocks. Don't like that. And they could have just attacked with everything and won, theoretically. Not won, but gotten really close. Let's do that. Let's do this. Clog things up a little bit. I should have played Revitalize, I think, first, but that's okay. Gain 3, draw a card. Oh, yeah, definitely should have done that first, but that's okay. No attacks. Yeah. This does kind of help mitigate some damage here, which is important. That goes there. This goes here. Yeah. If they've got a pump spell, that's going to be annoying, but, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Up to 7. Now we can double our life total again and be a little bit higher up. Or we can just kill one of these. But I don't really know what the best play is going to be here, to be honest. That's an annoying card for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't do it all. Unfortunately. Let's throw that out. Can Murderous Rider a thing? I wish we could deal with the Shadow Spear. That is a very, very annoying card. And unfortunately, we just don't have a way to do that. Don't have anything to pull back with Revival. We can just double and, you know, hit them for half, which is something. I kind of think it might be the best play. I don't know. I don't know. This is a bit of a tricky spot, so I may be playing the wrong way here, but we're going to try it. Oh, okay. Well, yep, they did that, which means we probably lose, right? Probably. Sure, that's fine. Interesting that they have a unsubstantiate. Very interesting card. I forgot that this was in Core Set 2021, not gonna lie. Just completely forgot. Sure. Sure. I don't know. This is bad. This is real bad. Helpful. Not even a little helpful. Let's see. So we can do this. I'm just gonna keep playing some stuff out here. Chances are we just lose. We should revenge here, and we're not, and that's fine. I mean, sure, you. Just because you need to pay an equip cost now. Yeah, chances are we're just dead here. Like 100% dead. They can give something trample here, and then we lose. Yeah, that was not a good line. We should have just revenged, but that's fine. It is what it is. We can't win them all. That's it. We just can't win them all. Yep. That's fine. Really? Let's do this, and that's it. Because this blocks all the damage, and we gain 2. They're playing really loose. I mean, so are we, to be very fair, but I don't think they're playing correctly here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. I mean, we're very slowly hanging in there, but chances are we're going to lose here. Yep. We're seeing an interesting thing here, though, that this deck does hang on fairly well, which is kind of nice, but it just doesn't, we just don't have a good move here, unfortunately. Yeah, Yeah, Uro's going to be great for them. They could probably... Oh, no, not quite yet. I was going to say they could probably just, you know, escape Uro, but it doesn't look like they can, so... Okay. Do they have creatures in the yard? They've got plenty of creatures in the yard. We do kind of have to block at least 1 point of damage here, right? That forces them to eat stuff in their graveyard, which is, like, fine. We do this. So they have to eat a card in their graveyard to not lose this. And that just keeps them off of Uro, but it really doesn't matter. We're just trying to keep them off of that as much as possible. Okay. Yep. Do we lose? We lose, right? Yeah. All right. We're done. Okay. So 2-1 is our record after video 1. I do really like this deck. I think that was kind of a rough matchup for sure, but that was kind of an interesting deck as well. I don't think that's not a fairly standard deck that I have seen. Was very good, obviously. It worked, so perfectly happy with that, but definitely a little different. Regardless, though, I think this deck is super, super good. The synergies here are great. When you can get the engine pieces going, you can really, really go off. And I love that. I think that's the fun part of this deck, but also it's just very resilient. I mean, even in that situation, we were losing pretty much the entirety of that game, but it lasted so long because this deck holds on very, very well. It's got a lot of life gain. It's got a lot of ways to deal with stuff. So I do like this. It has its faults. I think we're realizing that, but that's okay. Like, again, it's good at one particular thing, which is life gain, and then the synergies off of that. So that's fine with me. I really like it. I'm excited to get into video 2. Hopefully you guys are as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon for part 2 with this Vito's Revenge deck. Very excited about this one.